Lila Mishra, yes?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, so Leela ji, just explain your title, motivation behind the selection of this title, and what are the significance and scope of research in this field. Okay, start with these things that give me a glimpse of your project. Then you move further. Yeah, you can start now. If possible, you can open your camera too.
Sir, I can't get it to open the
No issue,
camera
no
and
issue.
all.
Go ahead with this only. Go ahead with this only. Start your presentation.
एक्चुअली ल्यूकेमिया एक ब्लड कैंसर है, तो मतलब इसमें हम क्या करेंगे कि इसका दो टाइप होता है, जैसे कि एक्यूट और क्रॉनिक। उसको लेके हम कुछ इसका कुछ मतलब क्या बोलते हैं इसको, उसके कुछ पैरामीटर्स है जिनको हम मतलब जैसे कि ब्लड सैंपल्स वगैरह ये सब हम क्या करेंगे, इन सब के ऊपर हम give me 5 minutes, I will tell you.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking. Could you please repeat?
Give me 5 minutes, I'm just coming. Hello. Hello. So leukemia is a lethal class of cancer correlated disease that disturbs individuals of all ages, as well as children and adults, and is a substantial cause of death worldwide. Dominantly, it is allied with white blood cells, which is accompanied by a rise in the number of immature lymphocytes and cause impairment to the bone marrow and blood. Federated learning is a developing distributed cooperative artificial intelligence model is attractive for smart healthcare by organizing multiple clients to execute AI training without disturbing raw data. A novel optimization based deep learning method is proposed here utilizing this federated learning. At this local node, input image is subjected to image preprocessing, wherein as adaptive median filter, that is AMF, is utilized to be noise and input image. Thereafter, cell segmentation is carried out using Scribble to जैसे मैंने बोला कि मतलब वो सेल सेगमेंटेशन ये सब हम स्क्रिबल टू के मदद से करेंगे टू सेपरेट सेल्स फ्रॉम द बैकग्राउंड. फर्दर सेगमेंटेड and it is used to increase the number of training samples. Afterward, feature extraction is performed and leukemia classification is done. Convolution network (GNN), which is tuned using proposed fractional mayfly optimization. Here, FMO is devised by combining the mayfly algorithm and fractional calculus. Local updating and aggregation at the server using a weighted average by RB coefficient. So this is the main concept of my topic. I'm clear, sir. So here is the content. Introduction, brief review, research gaps, proposed work, proposed methodology, expected outcome, reference, list of paper. if any. Now I'm going through introduction part. The most important concern in this medical field is to consider the analysis and diagnosis of cancer, which occurs due to the fast developing cells that grow beyond their normal boundaries. It affects body parts and spreads to other organs. This condition is known as cancer. Leukemia is the other name for blood cancer. The Greek words leukos, which means white, and aim, which means blood, are used in the etymology of leukemia. There is an uncontrollable excess or morphological disruptions of leukocytes in the blood due to malignancy developing in the bone marrow. It is common procedure to examine blood smear images to find acute lymphocyte and leukemia. Uh, Here I can say leukemia can be categorized based on malignant cell type such as lymphoid or myeloid, and based on the rate of symptoms developed such as chronic or acute. ALL, that is acute lymphoblastic leukemia, is most prevalent in children and due to genetic causes. This Hispanic population is most impacted by ALL globally. And formation of morphological and molecular principle is currently used to diagnose leukemia. Nowadays, medical professionals are helped by computer-aided diagnostic system to be everyday tasks more quickly, accurately, and efficiently. Hematologists frequently employ a variety of invasive techniques to diagnose this condition. An invasive procedure called biopsy typically involves examining spinal fluid, bone marrow, or blood, and it is used to diagnose most cases. These procedures are difficult and expensive and time consuming. The doctor performing the examination checking for signs of all which are extremely likely to be present if the number of WBCs is high enough and there are other patient physical observation. Okay. Going to the next slide. In traditional leukemia detection, we observe the complexity of blood cells and the reliance of human interpretation. Manual identification is complicated by difficulties including noise, blur, and weaknesses. Sorry. We'll discuss about it later. This noise, blurs, and leakages will remove using some um, uh, using some algorithms. I'll discuss it about it later. Leukemia can be categorized based on the malignant cell type. I already have discussed about all the other things that are present here in the next points. I think. Furthermore, number of the tools are available, but as per current scenario, I am trying to develop a system of classification for leukemia utilizing the proposed FMO density. Next, I'm going to the next slide. Therefore, the classification of leukemia is then performed using DenseNet, which is tuned by proposed FMO, where FMO is a novel approach formed by the fusing MA and FC. MA is Mayflower algorithm and FC is fractional calculus. The previously presented studies, now I'm going through the slide of brief review. The previously presented studies had an issue which neglected to consider multi-class categorization and many data sets of same or related diseases to improve the I'm so sorry for this interruption. categorization and many data sets of the same or related diseases to improve the efficacy. Now, noise was also a major issue as the fusion model for leukemia classification AMF9 is used to eliminate noises. Uh, Eliminate noises from the input images. Image augmentation is accomplished using procedures like rotation, color augmentation, scanning, and flipping.
Yes.
I already have depicted a model in my slide that will clearly show you the view that what process I will appear to, what process I will take to go through this all this.
Now, what do you
Further,
understand with the term noise? What do you mean
noise
with the
is
term noise? What is noise?
noises means something that that is interrupting the actual uh, सपोज आप एक ब्लड सैंपल भेज रहे हैं आपको जो मतलब उसमें से जो आपको चाहिए होता है मतलब जिस प्रॉपर्टी के ऊपर आप टेस्ट करना चाहते हो उसमें कोई क्लियर रिजल्ट नहीं आ रहा है तो क्लियरिटी विजिबल नहीं हो रहा है इसका मतलब होता है कि नॉइज उसमें इंक्लूडेड है तो सीधे दैट इज
You
कॉल्ड
had
नॉइज
mentioned that AMF9 is used to eliminate the 9. What is this
हाँ
AMF9 classification?
so these are the algorithms I already have mentioned that earlier. I already have mentioned all these earlier, sir.
Okay, the what type of data
I'm
source you
using
had
their
mentioned? What is your data source?
what is
What is your data source? From where you are getting this all leukemia sample and all?
yes, I'll visit some. I am visiting some places to get all these. All these things.
Which places? From which places you received this?
So here I work in a college. So there are several departments. आई कैन आई मीन मैं वहाँ जाके बोलने पर मुझे थोड़ा सा हेल्प भी मिल जाता है यहाँ बहुत सारे और हमारे कॉलेज में रिसर्च के क्या बोलते हैं उसको सेंटर भी है
Your sample. You are computer engineer.
I'm telling you that.
You are computer engineer.
Yes sir.
Yes. And you are trying to experiment on the images that comes from some medical resources.
Yes.
Yes. These
Yes sir.
images that you received for the leukemia person that comes from definitely from medical inventory or medical data. And these
Yes
data
sir.
are either maybe available on UCI library
Yes.
or on Kaggle.
Okay.
You can download the data set from these are the free data source from
Okay.
where you
Okay.
had downloaded. Okay. No
Okay.
one from your own institution help you out to getting these things.
Okay sir.
Okay. One thing you have to understand, you have to identify the source. You are mentioning the noise. So how this noise coming in your database? So this noise means the values, as you explained, that is not proportionate to what you are desiring. Anything that is not proportionate or anything extra what you are desiring is come under the as a noise that damage your sample that may create
Yes.
disruption in your calculation and of through your algorithm. That's come considered
Yes.
as a noise.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So first you have to understand what which type of algorithm you are using for taking this work on this particular leukemia disease, which type of algorithm you are using. Hmm? Please just back your slide.
No, sir, I'm just taking note that you are
Yeah,
commenting.
yeah, you note down everything. It is important
Yes.
for you.
Yes, sir. I'm just taking note that you are, I mean, the error that have not noticed.
What do you understand about the leukemia, and which type of pictures are coming for this? Have you any idea about it? Leukemia is a type of cancer.
Yes, yes.
Okay, the image which you will receive from your data set to analyze. Have you ever seen all those images? Have you ever examined all those images, or you have any idea which type of images they are?
No, sir.
Come on your first slide again. Actually, I am listening you, but
Yes,
what
sir.
I observed that you didn't properly read the study on your subject. Just back to your slides. Come on your very first slide. We just start from your very first slide. Okay, this is your very first slide. What your first slide, ma'am? Your Yeah, this one is your first slide. With the fusion model of leukemia classification with optimization based deep learning. Okay. So what exactly you want to optimization based deep learning? Well, what exactly you want to do optimization based deep learning? What is it? What is it? आपको पहले तो यही समझाना है कि हम फ्यूजन मॉडल क्या होता है, व्हाट इज ल्यूकेमिया क्लासिफिकेशन से मुझे क्या मतलब है। आप बोल रहे हैं फ्यूजन मॉडल फॉर ल्यूकेमिया क्लासिफिकेशन। आप ल्यूकेमिया को पता करने के लिए, क्लासिफाइड करने के लिए, डिफरेंशिएट करने के लिए यू वांट टू यूज अ फ्यूजन मॉडल, and under that you are asking that optimization with optimization based on deep learning. When you are discussing about the deep learning, that means you have a large database with you.
Sir, sir, just a second. I want to record it. How to record it?
Ma'am, no recording option available on Google Meet. Rajneet will provide you recording, don't worry about that.
Okay, okay.
Okay, reshare, make it full screen.
Yes.
So here you have to discuss about these key factors from your title. What type of optimization you want to bring? Okay. And
Okay.
this is your PhD synopsis. You are going for RDC.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have to very clear about it. And as you are going for RDC, just work on your title as well. You just discuss with your supervisor. Okay.
Mm.
Or what, whosoever the person. Sir, I
Okay.
want to refine my title. Okay, it is not putting complete picture about what exactly you want to do. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so
Okay,
you
sir.
have to, first of all, the thing you have to refine your title. So during your viva, you ask your examiner, even though your supervisor and other person whosoever available in viva, sir, how can I properly rearrange my title that will look more focused toward my work.
Okay.
So that is first thing. And now you have to understand this is something that on which you want to do your research in future. Okay, this
Yes,
is
sir. Yes, sir.
something
Yes.
on which you want to do research on in future. In coming 2 3 years, you want to research on that, and you are taking help of artificial intelligence. You are taking help of deep learning
Yes.
model You are taking help of machine learning for understanding the particular disease called leukemia.
Yes, yes.
Okay, leukemia is the widespread disease, and even though most of the childs particularly are identified with this. So, if you want to address this particular disease, there are what are the way of investigation of leukemia that you have to understand. What is the process that medical industry or the medical practitioner are using to identify this type of disease, and how they identify different stages and how they identify the different phases of the leukemia. Okay, that only they can treat it properly. So what type of system they are using. Now, as a computer engineer, you have opportunity to work on automate the system so that any practitioner will easily diagnose the thing.
Yes, sir.
For diagnosis point of view, whatsoever the thing your medical practitioner is required, they required some image present, report in form of some images, or some maybe something else also. Or if they received only image, in that particular case they have to properly examine the image, and there is a limitation of human being. Humans eye can capture a subsequent thing, particular thing they are not able to observe things. And even though if a person is new, if they had examined very few reports, then it is quite difficult for them to be understand the differentiate between the two particular reports of a same person or the different person. While
Okay.
with the help of technology, you have opportunity to collect lots of images across the globe and put those images as per your algorithm, as per your requirement on the on your software, that will read out every image, that understand and analyze every image, and identified the key factors from those images that represent, that explain the or provide the an analysis of your disease. Okay,
Okay.
so हमेशा आपको इस चीज को याद रखना है कि जब भी हम
Sorry,
कोई
sir.
बीमारी की बात करते हैं तो उसे डायग्नोज करने के लिए जो भी रिपोर्ट्स आती हैं, आप सिंपल सिंपल से एग्जांपल ले लीजिए आपके समझने के लिए। यहाँ पर ल्यूकेमिया के लिए ब्लड सैंपल कलेक्शंस होते हैं, उनकी इमेजिंग करी जाती है। सेम वे अगर आप इसी तरीके से देख लिया जाए, आप क्या यूज करने वाले हो मुझे नहीं पता। अगर मैं आपको सिंपल एक्सरे देता हूँ, तो अगर हम
या ब्लड
ऑटोमेटिक,
स्मेयर यूज होता है।
अगर मैं 10,000 15,000 एक्सरेज ऑफ पर्टिकुलर, मान लीजिए चेस्ट एक्सरे प्रोवाइड करता हूँ मेरे सिस्टम को, और उसे बताता हूँ हर एक एक्सरे के बारे में कि ये एक्सरे बता रहा है 25% ब्लॉकेज इन दी एरिया ऑफ दिस एंड दैट, और उसे आइडेंटिफाई करके एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ। इसी तरीके से हर एक एक्सरे का मैं प्रॉपर रिपोर्ट और एक्सरे की इमेज मेरे सिस्टम को इनपुट के रूप में देता हूँ, तो मेरा सिस्टम लर्न कर लेगा कि किस तरह की इमेज का क्या रिपोर्ट जनरेट होता है। एंड एट द एंड जब आप उसको कोई नया रिपोर्ट सबमिट करेंगे, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इट्स डाटाबेस एंड लर्निंग वो एक रिपोर्ट जनरेट करके दे देगा। उसे कोई जरूरत नहीं होगी कि कोई प्रोफेशनल उसे पढ़े, बल्कि सिस्टम अपनी एआई का इस्तेमाल करके, अपनी लर्निंग का इस्तेमाल करके आपको प्रॉपर रिजल्ट दे देगा। अब इसी रिजल्ट्स को मुझे ऑप्टिमाइज करना है, ठीक है। इसी रिजल्ट्स को आपको ऑप्टिमाइज करना है कि हम जो रिपोर्ट्स बना के ऑटोमेटिकली प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो ब्लड टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट हो, चाहे फिर वो एक्सरेज रिपोर्ट हो, चाहे वो एमआरआई हो, सिटी स्कैन्स हो, ब्रेन मैपिंग हो, कोई भी रिपोर्ट आपके पास आती है, ईसीजी रिपोर्ट्स हो, ठीक है। तो ये सारी की सारी रिपोर्ट्स जब आपके पास आती हैं, वो किसी ना किसी फॉर्म में होती हैं इनिशियली, उसको फिर इंटरप्रिटेट करके एक मेडिकल एक्सपर्ट उसके ऊपर रिपोर्ट लिखता है। तो जो ये इंटरप्रिटेशन वाला पार्ट है, वी वांट टू ऑटोमेट दिस। और इससे फायदा क्या होगा, आपका एडवांटेज क्या होगा कि अर्ली स्टेज में चीजें पता करना आसान हो जाएंगी। आपका सिस्टम ऑटो डायग्नोस करके फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन प्रोवाइड कर देगा कि ये डिसीज क्या है, ये किस स्टेज पर है, और इसके क्या प्रिकॉशन लें। अदरवाइज यू हैव ऑलवेज बी वेट फॉर अ ह्यूमन जो आएगा, उसे एनालाइज करेगा और एक्सप्लेनेशन देगा। तो हम बेसिकली ये सब क्यों कर रहे हैं, टू मेक द सिस्टम ऑटोमेटेड। ऑटोमेशन का मतलब सिर्फ ये नहीं कि रिपोर्ट मिल जाए, ऑटोमेशन का मतलब है एक्यूरेसी। आपका सिस्टम एक्यूरेट होना चाहिए. तो you first understand your title, what you want to do. Okay. Then whosoever are working, अब इसी के बेस पे आपका इंट्रोडक्शन जो मैंने इतना बोल दिया, that itself become an introduction. If you are explaining fusion model, what is fusion model, what is leukemia classification, how you are going to optimize, and what is deep learning. If you are able to explain these things, you are your own will able to defend your whole work. Now come to the next point. Next slide. Here you are giving the very brief introduction. Separately, brief review is not required. Here you require a literature review. Okay. In literature review, you have to mention it after introduction, literature review, after literature research gap and research objective. Then your proposed methodology.
Just a second, sir.
First introduction, second literature
Yes,
review,
literature review.
third one is your research gap, fourth one is research objective,
Research objective.
fifth one your proposed methodology.
Proposed methodology.
Proposed work is not thing, it will automatically covered under your methodology. Okay, you are do not required to be mention it separately. Basically, as a research scholar, you have to mention the methodology. Under methodology, you can explain the what will be the procedure you will going to adapt to complete your research. Okay, then expected outcome. Then in last, that's a bibliography. And eighth, list of paper.
Sir, I'll not mention reference. I will. I mean, this will be renamed as bibliography, right?
Yes, that's you have to name bibliography. And finally, last topic that you had mentioned, the paper, a list of paper. So I suppose yet you didn't till by present date. Have you published any paper on the same title?
I have not published.
So why you are putting this title? Just remove it from here. Okay, after bibliography, nothing is required.
Okay.
Okay, it will be required if you have any publication, then only on the particular title only, then only you can mention it, otherwise left it. Okay, now come to your next part, that is introduction. Keep it brief. Explain leukemia and its classification, its diagnosis method, what is deep learning, and what is optimization you are bring to, here. That you have to explain here. You come to the next slide.
Introduction. I'll just repeat it, sir. Just once.
You just explain. You will receive the recording from here. No, not worry about. Just listen carefully. Come to the next slide.
Okay.
Okay. Just complete whatsoever you know about the leukemia and optimization and all those things on the very first slide only. Do not require to bring 2-3 slides for this. Okay. Try to as minimum as possible. If you have some additional information on leukemia and its classification, and if you have some graphics with you, then it will be okay. Then you put some graphics or images here that will be helpful for you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Come to the next slide. It is the brief review. It should be a literature review. And literature review means you are mentioning that whosoever are presently working in this line, the persons who are working on leukemia using computers or AI, bring such type of papers and journals, articles, and their explanation here, so that it become more like that you had read out more papers and something that reflect that. So here you have to put the whosoever in present era in last 2-3 years or 4 years are working in this way, working on this particular area. You have to identify that. Okay, and on the basis of their work you have to give the research gap. Come to the next slide.
Okay. Research gap. Yes.
Okay, these research gaps comes after literature survey only, that there are the some gaps that other researchers whosoever you had mentioned in your last slides are or were not they were not conducted any sort of research, or they are missing out these particular point on which you want to focus, that you have to show. Those are called research gap. These are one liner, not in a paragraph form as you are line right written here. Okay, they are very short and sweet. Okay, an effective
Okay.
approach named CNN was introduced. This is not your research gap. It's completely I'm not agree with this research gap whatever so you are writing. Now next part is you presenting here. Come on, next slide. This is your literature survey.
Yes.
This is called literature survey, and from this you
Okay.
had mentioned the gap also. So this is considerable. This is the thing that the way you have to present. So under the heading literature survey, present this table. As the first name you had mentioned, Zakir Ullah M. et al. In which year he had published paper you not mentioned. It should be recent, 2023, 24, 25 only. Okay. So in Zakirullah Zakirullah had published his paper in 2024 and using the CNN to identify the classification of all type of cancer. Okay, and in his concept what he did you have to mention, and what he neglect that you mention as a research gap. His
Gap.
model
Yes.
have an accuracy of 91.1%. This is the way you have. The same way Ansari et al. Have worked using the DL model and diagnosed the acute leukemia cells using this and that technology. And his model accuracy was this, but he failed to evaluate the relevant research in the real time application.
Application.
What? Well, these are the. This is the way. Okay, to communicate your message. Next slide. Same way you have to explain others. Next slide. Next. Now, as I told you, do not require to do the proposed work. It will be come under the research methodology. Okay. You start with the conclusion. Okay, what you are writing, your scene pair. You are writing proposed work, and the first line is what? Conclusion. Okay. So you have to be work on this as well. You just bring all those things which you have to mention as a proposed work in the research methodology only. Move to the next. Now, under this proposed methodology, explain what are the database or data set you are going to use, what will be the probable resources of your data, and what are the technology. You are here using listed multiple technology name. Actually, you are going to use one particular technology only. Na? You just mention about the comparison about the multiple technology available. And next, what particular technology you want to use and method of conducting research, you have to mention here. And what type of algorithm you are going to be generate, you have to mention there. Okay, come to the next page.
Okay.
So you required at least 2 to 3 page on your research methodology. After that, your expected outcome, we will try to develop FMO, dense fat, dense-net leukemia classification, a new optimization drive model called FMO. Dense-net is the form to the classified leukemia in FL framework, leukemia classification accomplished by dense-net, which is tuned based on the proposed FMO. So you have to clear about these things. I don't understand what exactly you want to say. These are something that already carried out. You have to mention expected outcome which aligned with your research objective, which you are missing in your presentation. On the basis of your
Okay.
research gap, there will be research objective. To justify all your research objective, you have to prepare your research methodology, and on your research methodology and how you are going to justify your objective, that will be your expected outcome. Okay, I shall try to analyze and find the compare discussion with the existing algorithm. That is the one of the part that you can do. Move to the next. You are mentioning research objective here only, but this is not properly listed. Yeah. So this is your proposed working model that's come under your research methodology only. Okay. And you have to explain how the process will be there. Now the your references, okay, no issue, and thank you. It will be okay. So first of all, rearrange your overall PowerPoint presentation as per the requirement. If required, then we will go for another demo session. Okay. Yes, Leela, have you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just redraft everything, and I hope you will then align your synopsis as well.
Before,
Synopsis.
sir, before 9th February, I think I need another session of this
You will do it by
mobile.
today itself. You can do it by today itself. You just it will take hardly 1.5 hour to be correct all these things in your PowerPoint presentation. And the same way, it will be take hardly 1 to 2 hours to correct your synopsis as well. In the same way, you have to write your synopsis. In your synopsis, first your introduction, as per the format of your university. After
Yes, yes.
introduction, literature survey,
Yes.
then research
Okay.
gap, research
Yeah.
objective,
Okay.
research methodology, then the flow of
Okay.
your work.
Research. Okay. That will be research methodology, right?
That is research methodology. After research methodology, you have to
Expected.
mention expected outcome. After
Then
that
bibliograph.
expected outcome, there will be work plan. There will be a work plan, and last
Work
there will
plan.
be, yeah, there will be a work plan for next 2.5 years, and last you required proposed chapterization of your thesis. What should be in your thesis? Yeah, what will be in your thesis in a proposed format? You can mention there. Then finally, bibliography. These are the flow, or these are the item that you will require in your synopsis as well. Okay. Even though you can ask Rajneet for proper presentation format. Rajneet, please provide her a proper presentation format so that she can prepare her presentation according to that. You have any sample you share with her? Okay, Leela ji, all the very best. Prepare for your work. You have to
Thank you, sir.
understand that your examiner want to know what exactly you want to do. So for that,
Yes.
you require to first understand your title properly. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes.
your title should be crisp and proper. It is so easy to be grasped by the user that what exactly you want to do in your research, because it will be always stick with you your whole life. Any person when I ask you in which particular area you did your research, in that case you have to properly explain him or her. So that comes from your title only. तो अगर आपका टाइटल आसान होगा, समझने में प्रॉपर होगा, तभी आपको फायदा होने वाला है. तो अपने टाइटल पे अच्छे से वर्क करें, टाइटल को खुद भी अच्छे से समझें कि आप करना क्या चाहते हो। ठीक है ना? ये कोई रैंडम
ठीक है
नहीं
सर।
होता है, जिंदगी भर आपके साथ रहने वाला है। एक बार आपका आरडीसी में टाइटल फिक्स हो गया तो आपको पूरा रिसर्च उसी पे करना होगा, वो बदला भी नहीं जाएगा। तो टाइटल के अंदर स्पेलिंग का भी ध्यान रखिएगा, टाइटल के अंदर ग्रामर का भी ध्यान रखिएगा। वो टाइटल प्रॉपर होना चाहिए, उसके थ्रू आपका पूरा रिसर्च रिफ्लेक्ट होता है। ठीक है? आपको
ठीक है सर।
आइडेंटिफाई करना है, जैसे आपने जाकिर या अदर अदर जो सब्जेक्ट्स यूज करे हैं लिटरेचर सर्वे में, तो इन सभी का ईयर ऑफ पब्लिकेशन आपने मेंशन नहीं किया है लिटरेचर सर्वे में, वो भी
हाँ
आपको
मैंने
mention।
देखा, वो तो कर
और
दूंगी,
आपको इनमें
मैंने
से पता करना है
मिस्टेक
कि
कर दिया है कुछ।
ठीक है, इनमें से आपको ये भी पता करना है कि आपका बेस पेपर कौन सा है। बेस पेपर मतलब जो कि सबसे नियरेस्ट वर्क है, जिसको आप आगे कैरी फॉरवर्ड करना चाहते हैं। रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी भी बहुत क्लियर आपको करना है कि पर्टिकुलरली आप कंपैरेटिव एनालिसिस करना चाहते हो अलग अलग मॉडल्स के बीच में, या कोई नया मॉडल आप प्रपोज करने वाले हो। बी क्लियर इन दैट। अगर आप 4 या 5 जो अवेलेबल मेथड हैं उनके बीच में कंपैरिजन करके रिजल्ट निकालोगे और बताओगे विच मेथड इज बेस्ट सुटेड फॉर आइडेंटिफिकेशन और ऑप्टिमाइजेशन, देन डू दैट थिंग, तो वहां पे कंपैरेटिव एनालिसिस हो जाएगा। तो just clear what exactly you want to do in research, that be showcased in your research methodology। ठीक है? आपको क्लियर है चीजें?
जी सर, क्लियर है।
ठीक है, कोई क्वेश्चन
थैंक
आपकी
यू
तरफ
सर।
से?
नहीं नहीं, अभी इसके ऊपर फिर से काम करके उसके बाद मैंने बोलूंगी तो शायद अच्छा रहेगा। अभी तो थोड़ा सा
ठीक है, थोड़ा सा मेहनत कीजिए। देखिए आपका पीएचडी है, आपको कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए, क्योंकि आप अपने स्टूडेंट्स को भी बताएंगे, कलीग्स को भी बताएंगे, फ्यूचर में इंटरव्यूज में भी जाएंगे। जब आपको अपने टाइटल पे कॉन्फिडेंस तभी आएगा जब आप अपने टाइटल, अपनी रिसर्च के बारे में अच्छे से जानोगे।
जी सर, जी सर, बिल्कुल।
हम एट रैंडम
हाँ
नहीं भाग सकते। ये
हाँ
इकलौता
बिल्कुल।
कोर्स है पीएचडी जिसमें सारी की सारी बागडोर आपके हाथ में है, ना यूनिवर्सिटी के पास ना रिसर्च गाइड के पास। जितना समझोगे उतना अच्छा आपका काम होगा, क्योंकि इसमें कोई मार्कशीट नहीं मिलने वाला है आपको, इसमें सीधे अवार्ड मिलता है कि आपने बोला कि मेरे 50 नंबर आ गए मैं पास हो गई, ऐसा नहीं होता है। इसमें आपको पूरा आना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये हमारा काम है ना। टाइटल आप खुद
हाँ
सिलेक्ट
सर।
कर रहे हैं, रिसर्च हम खुद कर रहे हैं, तो इसलिए थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस इसमें लेके आइए, अपने रिसर्च को अच्छे से समझने की कोशिश कीजिए। ठीक है?
हाँ हाँ ठीक है सर।
ओके लीला जी, ऑल द बेस्ट। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर। हाँ, थैंक यू सर।